The golden city of Patliputra, at the height of the Mauryan Empire, a child was born who would one day rule over the Indian subcontinent. His name, Bindusara. His story, one of power, pain, and the burden of legacy. Queen Durdhara lay in pain. Poison had accidentally seeped into her body, a miscalculated portion of medicine from the royal physician. Her child was in danger. Chanakya, the mighty advisor of the empire, rushed to save the unborn heir. With the precision of both a doctor and a strategist, he made an incision and saved the baby, though Durdhara breathed her last. The baby was named Bindusara, the one born from the Bindu, the drops of poison. Saved by fate, born of sacrifice, he would carry this mark for life. Education of a warrior prince. Bindusara grew up under the sharp guidance of Chanakya. He was trained in the art of war, strategy, diplomacy, and governance. His father, Chandragupta Maurya, the first emperor, watched proudly. Chanakya's teachings were strict. A king must know the law, wield the sword, and hide his emotions, he said. Young Bindusara excelled. In simulated war drills, he led his men to victory. In court debates, he silenced seasoned scholars. But he also witnessed his first execution, a corrupt minister. Justice, he learned, was never soft. The rise to power. Years passed. Chandragupta, having fulfilled his duties, renounced his throne and took Jain monkhood. He travelled south to Shravanabelagola. The court watched with bated breath as Bindusara ascended the throne. Many nobles doubted him, but Chanakya's presence ensured order. His first act as king was merciful, pardoning a thief caught stealing food for his children. His second was ruthless, ordering the arrest of corrupt tax officials. He had arrived as a king who balanced compassion with strength. Empire and expansion. Bindusara earned the title Amitragata, the slayer of foes. Under his command, the Mauryan Empire expanded southward, nearly touching the southern tip of the Indian subcontinent, with Kalinga as the only major exception. He maintained friendly ties with the Greeks. From Antioch to Alexandria, messengers praised the Mauryan court. Ambassadors came from Syria and Greece, bringing gifts, philosophy, and foreign marvels. Bindusara welcomed them with intellect and pride. Rule and governance. Bindusara's reign focused on order and prosperity. Markets flourished, roads and rest houses were built, taxation was fair, and spies kept corruption in check. He supported many faiths, Brahmanism, Jainism, Ajivikas, and allowed religious freedom. Philosophers debated in royal courtyards. Scholars from Takshashila visited regularly. Justice was swift but measured. His rule was quieter than his father's and less visible than his son's, but it was stable. The cost of legacy, family, and rival sons. The palace of Bindusara was filled with ambition. He had many sons from many queens. Among them were Susima, the crown prince, and Ashoka, the fierce and intelligent warrior. Ashoka, though not favored by the court, was admired by soldiers and feared by enemies. Susima saw him as a threat. Bindusara struggled to choose. He admired Ashoka's ruthlessness but feared his fire. Chanakya, now aging, warned him. Delay brings war, death, and the succession crisis. Old and weary, Bindusara fell ill. As he lay on his deathbed, the court began to split. Without a clear heir, Susima claimed the throne. But Ashoka, called from his post in Ujjain, marched into Patliputra. Civil war erupted. Brothers turned against each other. blood stained the royal grounds. It is said Ashoka killed his brothers to secure the throne. When Bindusara died, the flames of his pyre carried both pride and regret. Legacy of a forgotten emperor. Though overshadowed by his father Chandragupta and his son Ashoka, Bindusara's reign was the silent bridge between revolution and enlightenment. He expanded the empire, held it together, and ruled with wisdom. A pillar